How often do you think about the space you're standing in, whether a school, grocery store, park, or neighborhood? Do you think about how and why it is designed the way it was? The design of the built environment is essential for the quality of life every day. Good design influences our well-being. Having an understanding and appreciation for the environmental design disciplines will lead all of us into a brighter future.
We think about the phrase, we shape our buildings and then our buildings shape us. If you think about the scope of the largest of cities down to the most intimate of spaces and rooms, you begin to understand that you are being influenced on a regular basis. Our designers are getting ever better, so a landscape architect might be working on a therapeutic garden that allows people to heal faster. An interior designer might be working on a space that, through its choice of colors, textures, and shape of the room, would allow an autistic learner to learn better. So in all of these ways, at this particular moment in history, we are finding that change is good and that we need to change in order to stay ahead of the challenges that are coming.
One of the most important aspects of the environmental design is just that, the environment. From reducing our carbon footprint to creating designs that benefit people of all communities. It's about studying and improving the design of the world we live in.
So our students today are confronting a range of imperatives, internal and external to the profession of architecture, not the least of which of those would be the emerging crisis of a changing climate. And this is really a battle not so much against reducing energy consumption or even trying to manage carbon so much as it's a race against time. So among a variety of solutions that we are teaching in the classroom would be carbon neutral design and net zero energy buildings. When you look at just global sources of greenhouse gas emissions, roughly a third to half, depending on how you define it, comes from our buildings. And it's not just the energy that the buildings consume, but it's the energy that went into all the materials. So when the students can drive solutions, that's some of the most impactful ways that they can lead the built environment in the future towards mitigating the worst effects of climate change.
Social equity and inclusion or inclusivity in environmental design is central to what we do here in the College of Architecture and Planning. Whether it be architecture, landscape architecture, urban planning, interior design, historic preservation, and or construction management, we are all involved in creating spaces for people to occupy. And we have a national heritage and history of segregation, stratification, displacement, sprawl, and other factors that are contributing to a society that's unsustainable. And if we don't address these issues head on as designers, we are contributing to a society that's in danger of collapsing under the weight of its own history.
Society will need new and innovative minds to propel us into the future, and one such university college is more than up to the task. Ball State University's College of Architecture and Planning integrates theory and practice, design and technology, construction and environmental planning projects that prepare students for success in their fields and in their communities.
Our programs across the 7 disciplines in planning, design, and construction are all oriented to allow our students to step out the door and be immediately relevant to the communities and the firms that they join. That creates a citizen that's ready to truly contribute. We like to work with existing firms and with communities all across the state and across the country to create real-world opportunities for our students so that they can be elbow to elbow with these professionals. The end goal is that citizen, that graduate that's stepping out of our college is going to make an immediate contribution.
The College of Architecture and Planning has been involved with over 500 community engaged projects. One of the most important right now is the Solar Decathlon, U.S. Department of Energy sponsored Design and Build Challenge that we are part of. The competition challenges students and faculty with the mentors to create a design and to actually build a net zero energy, sustainable, high performance building. And in our case, working with a community partner, it must be affordable and attainable to a population that can benefit most by having zero energy bills. And it's essential in this project to make sustainability affordable.
Ball State University hones students' leadership skills through innovative programs, internships, hands-on learning, and student engagement. In Ball State's own words, they prepare students to be professionally prepared, creatively curious, locally engaged, and globally aware, working to improve our world, our communities, our quality of life.
At Ball State University's College of Architecture and Planning, we inspire leadership in a number of different ways. One is just to provide the best education possible, to provide a nurturing environment to learn, design, foundational skills, and awarenesses so that when they go out into their careers, they have the confidence to succeed and to lead. And finally, our focus on community, trying to develop relationships within our own college, with each other. It's a very supportive environment, supportive community. Ultimately, our disciplines are in service to society. Practicing that as part of their education allows them to lead when they graduate from here.
When we think about the future in the planning, design, construction fields, we have a certain optimism. That optimism comes because we are creative problem solvers. And society today needs more and more creative problem solvers. And we're seeing a generation come in through our doors and then graduate who have passion for solving today's and tomorrow's problems. They have creativity. They work really well in collaborative settings, and they're ready to roll up their sleeves and go out and make a difference. And that is really all you can ask for. And it allows you to get up every morning and feel like it's going to be a good day, and that we have great opportunities to see new solutions to very difficult and challenging situations, but ones that can be solved.
Designing for our present secures our future.